The Six Men and the Elephant. Long ago, in a rural village in northwest India, six blind men lived together. They had lost their eyesight at an early age, but were well educated and enjoyed debating various topics. One day, they heard about the Maharaja's elephant, a giant creature, and their curiosity led to a heated discussion. Bunty confidently claimed that he had heard from a courtier that the elephant had ears like a bear. Pandi immediately dismissed this, arguing that a bear's ears were small and an elephant's ears must surely be larger. Mahesh, on the other hand, found it wasteful for such a large creature to have small ears. Another blind man disagreed, stating that the size of the ears didn't determine their usefulness. Frustrated by the growing argument, one of the blind men suggested that perhaps the elephant didn't have ears at all. The argument grew louder and disturbed the villagers. Frustrated, the villagers approached Savitri, whose husband worked as a mahout in the Maharaja's court. All we want is some peace and quiet, Savitri. Do not worry, I will put an end to this. My husband is a mahout in the Maharaja's court. The next day, the mahout invited the men to the Maharaja's palace, where they could finally meet an elephant. Welcome to the Maharaja's palace, gentlemen, he greeted them. Let us head to the courtyard where the magnificent elephant awaits. The men followed eagerly, their excitement mounting as they heard the loud trumpet like sound of the elephant. As they reached the courtyard, the mahout introduced the elephant. Here she is, gentlemen. You may pet her, but please be gentle, he instructed. The men approached the elephant excitedly but with great caution. Bunty was the first to touch the giant creature. He placed his hands on the elephant's tusk. Wow, this creature is as sharp and deadly as a sword. You men better be careful, he exclaimed, curious to see if Bunty was telling the truth. Bunty slowly went near the elephant. He extended his right hand and touched the elephant's trunk. I don't think you're right, Bunty. This creature does not feel sharp, he said thoughtfully. It is long and has dents like a snake. The other men joined in, each touching a different part of the elephant. One man, feeling the ears, exclaimed, It's like a fan. Another, touching the side, said, It feels like a tall wall. Someone else, grabbing the tail, declared, No, it's more like a rope. Finally, one of them, feeling the legs, concluded, This must be a tree trunk. The mahout watched the scene unfold and realized he might have made a mistake. None of them are agreeing on what the elephant looks like. He thought to himself, I really hope they don't start fighting about this again. After some time, the men felt tired and rested under a tree in the courtyard. The mahout left to fetch them some water. Soon enough, an argument started to brew. The argument turned into a bitter fight. However, before it could get ugly, the mahout rushed into the palace and informed the Maharaja. The Maharaja entered the courtyard. Quit your silly fight, fools! He scolded them. Each of you is correct in your own way. The blind men were confused. How is that possible, Maharaja? They asked. The Maharaja explained patiently. Each of you touched only one part of the elephant, forming your perspective from that alone. The elephant has a long trunk that feels like a snake, tusks like swords, wavy ears like fans, sturdy legs shaped like tree trunks, a thick back like a wall, and a tail that feels like a rope. So each of you is right in your own way. Hearing the Maharaja's wisdom, the blind men understood their folly. They realized the importance of seeing the bigger picture and appreciating multiple perspectives.